It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
49 the mic. Watch 49. You got nothing to do. Yellow. Switch.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check 13. Check 13. 43. 43. Come back. 49.
throwing on fourth. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't say no.
Now here's Mahomes. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run here with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go, Lenny. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off to them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
It's
just not right.
Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
I'm coming up to you.
From the 39, Allen. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check.
Now Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check, crunch, 52.
Now Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Allen will try again on second down. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. But now it'll be third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And here's Allen to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Allen looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Big middle. We got to step it up. Shoot.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Attack. Mike's 49. Here we go.
Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 48-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelce. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he... He's dropped.
Complete to DeMarcus Robinson. A gain of 14. First down, Chiefs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Rip left.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a first and 10 at the 11. They'll give to Williams, running right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Yellow.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
On second and 12, Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He was looking for Watkins that time. Tie game, fourth quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. In case you were wondering, last scoreless tie in the NFL, 1943, Giants and Lions. So here we are in the fourth quarter, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, I've got a feeling, partner. I've got a feeling that this is going to be the drive. In fact, something big might happen defensively.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Now Allen, going to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brings up fourth down.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Yellow. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm here all day. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
They run it again with Williams. Pushes over him.
Now, that's just not right.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yep. Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down now. It's Williams, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Yellow. On the line.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Take motion, 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 motion. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
On first down. It's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Mixed the score. Chiefs 7, Bills 0. Harrison Butker, the kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From midfield, here's Allen. And Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And that's the play, that pick by Mathieu, that will seal this football game.
The Honey Badger does it again. And I think one of the best nicknames that's ever been given. Just so inspired. He may not care, as Honey Badgers don't, but he understands how to get around the ball, and he just sealed another victory.
How do you know about the mental psyche of a Honey Badger?
That's always been the expression. The Honey Badger, he doesn't care.
Brings up second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 55 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Down Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Mahomes to throw. He's looking deep for Bell. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. you having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Yellow, yellow.
Lucky.
50, yellow.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
To throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Undercrunch.
And again, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This a long one from 54. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Now Allen, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Milano in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
3rd and 13.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Here now Roberts. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. First throw of overtime for Allen. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. What can Allen do now with his drive? And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
49, check 49, check 49.
They go right back to Singletary. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 46. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 46. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And the Bills have taken the lead. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.